Hello gorgeous people and welcome back to my channel. So recently on my Instagram story I asked you if you want to see longer videos that are a bit more descriptive or shorter videos and more to the point, and then I also asked if you want to see a bit of both. Most of you said you want to keep them on the short side, but also there was a little bit of like you also want to see more long descriptive ones, so I will aim to do both. But for today's video I'm just going to be doing a soft glam and try to keep it under 10 to 15 minutes. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. Throughout the video, if you hear a bit of background noise, I do apologise because my neighbours are currently renovating their house, so there's not too much I can do about that. For primer, I'm just going to be using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. To fill in my pores, I'm just going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, the pore minimising one. To spot conceal, I'm going to be using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC25 and just putting this onto the areas that I want to conceal, and then taking my damp beauty blender, I'm just going to buff this into the skin. For foundation, I'm going to be using my Hourglass Vanish Stick in the shade Buff. To conceal, going in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla. I'm just going to highlight to set under my eyes. I'm just going to be using my Face of Australia translucent setting powder and just taking my damp beauty blender again. To set the rest of my face, I'm just going to be mixing a little bit of that translucent setting powder with my NARS All Day Luminous Powder Foundation in the shade Punjab. To bronze, I'm just using my Hoola by Benefit. And then taking a fluffy all-over finishing brush by Mecca, just going to dip into that Hoola. For highlighter, I'm using my MAC Soft and Gentle, just on a fluffy e.l.f. brush. At this stage, I do like to go in with a little bit of setting spray, so I'm just using my All Nighter by Urban Decay. To fill in my brows, I'm using my Chi Chi Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe. To set my eyebrows, I'm using my Benefit Ready Set Brow. For eyeshadow, I'm just going to be using one palette, and that is the Stila Soul palette. The colours in this are stunning. They're very like neutral, warm tones. Oh, hi. So just taking a fluffy blending brush, I am just going to go in with this shade here called Light, just all over my lid. Taking that same brush, I'm going into this next shade here, which is called Individual, and I'm just going to work that into the crease and blending upwards, and also on the kind of second half of the lid and the outer V. Next, I'll be going in with this shade here, which is called Heart, using that same brush. Putting this into the outer half of the lid and working it a little bit more tighter into the crease. Taking a slightly smaller blending brush, I'm just going to take that same colour Heart and just do the same thing. Pack that on the outer half of the lid and blending it tightly into the crease. Just wiping off the excess eyeshadow on the first fluffy brush. Just going to go back into that first shade, Individual. Just very lightly tapping off the excess and then blending these two colors just to make sure that there's no harsh lines. For the first half of the eyelid, I'm just going to be taking this light pink kind of shimmery gold here in the shade Kitten, and I'm just going to pack that onto the inner corner. You are going to get a little bit of fallout with this because it's a shimmer. And also blending this into the other eyeshadow on the other half of the lid. You can definitely add some Fix Plus to this if you want to make it a bit more vibrant. But I find in the sunlight, this comes out quite shiny. Then using that same brush, I'm just going to blend this edge here so that there's no harsh lines. As you can see, I'm also using this as a inner corner highlight. And then using that same brush, I'm also going to very lightly highlight the brow bone. Now going back in with that smaller blending brush, just going to take this shade individual again and then just very lightly sweep that from outer corner to inner corner. Just for a tiny touch of colour, nothing that's going to overpower the top of the eye. And then just making sure that everything's blended out. Just going to add a little bit more of that shade Kitten to my inner corner. For my lips, I'm just going to be using my Bare Minerals liquid lipstick in the shade Hemp. For mascara, I'm using my trusty Maybelline The Colossal Volume Express. Usually at this point I'll be adding on some false lashes, but because this is more of a softer kind of daytime look, I'm just going to be using mascara. And for mascara, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Better Than Sex, just to add a little bit of drama. I feel like my eyelashes used to be super long when I was younger. Or not even like when I was younger, like 6 months ago. I feel like it's all these false lashes that I've been using. Just ripping out all my long ones. So this is the completed look. It's very feminine, soft, gentle, just enhancing all your natural features without looking too like dramatic or overboard. If you did love this look, then please hit the thumbs up button and also subscribe. And I will be sure to film some more shorter and also some more like kind of softer looks for you as well in the near future. I can't wait to see you all in my next video.